it's easy to see that why there's a great debate on where's the racing capital of the world. If you're a NASCAR fan, you could say it's Charlotte, Talladega, or perhaps Daytona. If you're a fan of Formula One, you could say it's Monaco. Or if you're a fan of IndyCar and drag racing, you could say it's Indianapolis, obviously. Because, well, for IndyCar, you can see why. Because it's the place where we're at right now today for the Brickyard 400. For the Brickyard 400, which is stop number 22 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series this season. And by the way, the mecca for drag racing, by the way, of course, at Indianapolis would be about 10 miles up the road at Lucas Oil Raceway for the U.S. Nationals, a race that's been held at Indianapolis every year since 1961. So, but today we're here at the Indianapolis Motor for the Brickyard 400. That's the 22nd stop at the Castrol GTX Cup Series. And here's the starting lineup. On the pole for today's race, it's Trent Dunham in number 1. He's a former winner of this race. He's a few seasons back. He's alongside car number 90. That's James Sykes in the Hollick-Myers Ford. Second row has number 75, Jesse Turner, coming off of that big win at Talladega, the last race on the tour. And beside him, number 26, Jesse, in the number 26 car of Ryan Brommer. Going to row number 3, it's Aaron Macklin, a great qualifying run for him, and then number 87, Burger King Chevrolet, and number 18, Nathan Ormond in the Interstate Batteries Pontiac. Going to row number 4, it's number 42, Kyle Matthews. 2-time winner this season so far. He won at Dover and the second Pocono race this season. He's alongside number 24 of Charles Samper, who won this season at Sonoma. Going to row number 5, it's Allison Rayner, number 7, and number 23, Wes McCoy. Right next row down has number 2, Dylan Young, and number 10, Paul Minnick. Next row down has number 30, Ryan George, and beside him number 16, that's Rob Evans. Next row down has number 44, Seth Cole in the Hot Wheels Pontiac, and number 31, 2-time winner this season so far, Daniel Bouchard. He won a season at Michigan and at Richmond. Next row down has number 94, Jessica Shelton, who won a season at Bristol and Riverside. She's alongside number 17, Roberto Crown Jr., and then number 17, Western Auto Chevrolet. Next row down has Joshua Osborne, number 20, and number 21, Quentin Moore, the Coca-Cola 600 winner at Charlotte. Next row down has number 99, Levi McIntyre. Number 88, Keith Batson. Keith won a season at Martinsville and Martinsville and Darlington, this season. Next row down has number 3, Cole Deaver, the winner this season at Atlanta, and also the Pepsi 400 at Daytona this season as well, too. He's alongside number 29, Zachary Fitzwater. Next row down has number 33, Matt McIntyre, and number 22, Dylan Poteet. Next row down has number 25, James Henry, and number 28, Kat Batson. Then it's number 43, Mike Becker, and number 4, William Brock. Next row down has number 36, Cement Oscon, and number 5, Phil Parker, the Raging Cajun, as he is known. Next row down, Zach Rogers in number 6, the Valvoline Ford, and number 98, Laura Chung. Zach won this season at North Wilkesboro. Next row down has number 40, Zach Winkle, the Daytona 500 champion, and number 41, John Andrews. He won at California this season. Next row down has the winner this season at New Hampshire, Alex Miller, and number 81, that is Muhammad Abdullah. Starting shotgun field will be number 37, Dylan Ibrahimian, and number 71, Daniel Gatrock. So, this being the 22nd race of the season here, or 21 races in the books. And by the way, I should mention, too, I accidentally put New Hampshire twice, by the way, when I did the New Hampshire race there, and that's why you see the points at 22 races instead of 21. So, disregard the New Hampshire results and stuff like that, the second New Hampshire results, as I mentioned. So, there you have it with that. So, there's no way I can delete that, so there you have it. So, that's it's really an accident on my part. So I thought I didn't think I had that race recorded the first time as far as points, but I turned out I had it twice. I don't know how I did that. So here's the command. The fired engines here for Indy, the Brickyard 400.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Command given the fired engines as we're separating here today at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. As the pace car leads the field down the front stretch for the pace up, and we'll be back for the start of the race right after this. Off the third corner they come here, and the field lined up in perfect precision at this point. But the next time they come to this area, they'll be about around 185 to 190 miles per hour. On this section of the track here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, we had a wreck fest of a race on the Indy Road Course for the Millionaire Racing Series cars. Let's hope this race does not end up the same way here in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. Of course, we're on the oval, so it shouldn't be all that bad. Green flag flies and boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys and girls. And someone did not get going on that start here. And I think it's the 26 car of Ryan Brommer. Yes, he is slow on the track here, the 26 Quaker State Ford. And he just caused a wreck that falls Dylan Poteet. Cat Batson's around. There's the 81 car, Muhammad Abdullah. We saw the 15 car of Alex Nora on the warm-up lane. Dylan Poteet trying to get Robert to go, and oddly that did not come out. They did not bring out a caution. Oddly enough, Trent Dunham leads the first lap of this race here. First lap tied at 181.5 miles per hour. But Kat Batson, the 28 car, Texaco Haviland Ford, she's got some damage on her car. Brian Brommer, I'm surprised he didn't have any damage even after that bump that Poteet gave him. And I'm surprised that didn't bring out a caution flag for the first time in this race here. But Brommer did not get off to a good start at all in that 26 car after starting fourth in this race here. And here comes Jesse Turner to the left side. Turner wants his second win victory in a row. He won at Talladega in the Die Hard 500 in that crazy finish to that race. And Dunham keeps leading on that lap here as they come to the start-finish line. And talk about your surprises, Aaron Macklin, the 87 car, who has had a up and down season this season here. He's up to second position. James Sykes, pretty much the same story, up and down season as well too. And I bet you it's about the same car he ran good with at Pocono because a couple races ago because he had a great run in that race. And this track is about almost similar to Pocono, except this is shaped like a rectangle, whereas Pocono is obviously a triangle-shaped track. But relatively flat banking as compared to tracks like obviously Daytona and Talladega at about 2.5 miles in length, where those two tracks are banked at about well up in the 30-degree range here. Daytona at 31, Talladega at 33. And this track here about 9 degrees of banking in the turns. But Sykes ran well at Pocono, so you bet he's about to set up the same setup here at Indianapolis for the Brickyard 400 and hopes to maybe get his first victory of the season. As he gets by Allison Rayner, tries to hold off the challenge of Allison Rayner, I should say, in the 7 Excite car. Allison runs 4th position here. Kyle Matthews is in 5th position. 6th is Ryan George. 7th is Seth Cole. 8th is Dylan Young. 9th, Jesse Turner. And Jessica Shelton runs 10th with Joshua Osborne 11th. And Levi McIntyre running in 12th. On board Levi McIntyre's car, the roof came on the number 99 SKF Ford. 82 miles an hour off turn number 2. See how that's going to go that off the track of Joshua Osborne's car. He's going to be really fast. 202, 203, 204 going in turn number 3. And down about 181 miles an hour in turn 3. Off down the fourth chute about 188 miles an hour. Put it right to the floor, 185 miles an hour turn number 4. 204 miles an hour and about almost 9,000 RPM going in turn number 1 as we jump inside with Levi. He runs 12th right now, and new leader, Aaron Macklin. How about the 87 car running up in the top spot right now? Another guy going for his first ever victory. He had a great qualifying run, qualified third for this race here today. And he had high hopes for this race here. And of course, Aaron Macklin, a regular also in the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series. As we come through turns number 3 and 4 now. But James Sykes running for second position right now. Allison Rayner in third. Then it's Ryan George and Trent Dunham, the top 5. Seth Cole's up to 6th position now in the number 44 car with Dylan Young in 7th. And here comes Ryan George to the low side, looking to take that spot away from Allison Rayner to come off turn number 2, excuse me. Chevy in first, Ford's second and third, and then Pontiac in fourth, and a Chevy in fifth. Jessica Shelton now trying to hold up the challenge of Joshua Osborne in the 20 car. Kyle Matthews has dropped back to about the last position in this pack of cars. Levi McIntyre's gotten around him and Osborne both. Weston McCoy running 13th. Rob Evans in 14th position. 15th is Roberto Crown Jr. Nathan Orman in 16th position. 17th right now is Keith Batson. 18th is Paul Minnick. Cole Deaver running 19th. And 20th is now James Henry. As something is a mess on the 31 car, Daniel Bouchard. As he dropped back apparently, but he's now gaining speed now in that number 31 Lowe's Chevrolet. He's 25th. Zach Rogers is 26th. He's 24th. Zach Rogers is 25th. And Zach Winkle, Fitzwater, Matt McIntyre, Mike Becker, Quentin Moore, and Charles Sanford way back in that 24 machine. He's clocked now in the 28th position. Up ahead of him is up ahead of Cement Oscon in 29th. In the meantime, James Sykes pulls out to the lead right now, number 90, the Heilig Myers Ford. Coming down the north end of the track here, as you see Allison Rayner getting hung out the draw here, so as they use in plate racing, we're starting to use a lot in plate racing. Down the back stretch, going to turn number 2 to go. On board Jessica Shelton's car, she runs 8th. Jess trying for her second Brickyard 400 victory. Saw Levi go about 2:04 going into number 3 here. And Jess a little bit faster, 2:06 going into number 3. There's number 94 McDonald Ford. Trying to get by Jesse Turner in the 75 car. Dylan Young up ahead of him in the 2. And now McIntyre dives to the low side in the 99 car. That's for 8th place. McIntyre in 9th, Osborne in 10th, Matthews in 11th. Meantime, battle for lead again. Aaron Macklin trying to get past James Sykes for the number 1 spot now. Ryan George in 3rd spot for Kev Shear Racing Tech. He moves inside of Macklin for that number 2 spot, and Trent Dunham trying to shove him in that number 1 car. He's in 4th with Seth Cole in 5th, and in those 5 cars you can throw a blanket over relatively as they go through as they come off turn number 4 now. Here comes Macklin down the low side, but Sykes has the preferred groove on the outside, as hard as that is to believe. And Ryan George is going to try that. And that strategy apparently backfired on him as they come off turn number 2 now. Here comes Dylan Young inside of Trent Dunham. He's got, and see what happens on the backstretch here. Trent, yeah, he moves down behind Jesse Turner. Jessica Shelton trying to give Dunham a little bit of help, but to no avail. And that strategy backfired on Jess as well too, as she gets trapped on the outside now. Her, Osborne, and Allison Rayner, but now apparently that three-car draft is getting an advantage over Kyle Matthews now, as Shelton's now dropped to the 9th position. And Macklin, by the way, meanwhile, dropped to 4th position now. Here comes Seth Cole to the low side for 2nd place. He's got it. So moves Seth in the Hot Wheels Pontiac up to the number 2 spot. As they come down the backstretch now, Seth Cole looking for his first victory of the season 28 series champion. No idea what ride he wants for season 31 in this series there. He's sticking with this mod, it'll be the best of the 2000s is what we're going to be doing next season. 2000 to 2009 cars. Seth down the low side of the track here, trying to gain what he can on James Sykes, who's got a strong car, that number 90 Halleckmeyer's Ford. 12. This pack here consisting of about 12 cars. Roberto Crown Jr. with the help of Nathan Orman, Keith Batson, and Rob Evans trying to hook up, but now Evans goes to the inside of Batson, trying to get past him. That is, let's see, 13, 14, 15, and 16 on your screen right there. Bouchard 17th, 18th is now Zach Rogers, 19th is Paul Minnick, and 20th is Zachary Fitzwater. Then Wes McCoy 21st, and Cole Deaver in 22nd position, as now Minnick goes to, falls back just a little bit now. 2 of the Hendrick cars back there, James Henry 23rd, and his teammate Charles Sanford running 24th. 25th is Cement Oscon, 26th is Mike Becker, Zach Winkle 27th, 28th is Matt McIntyre, 29th is Quentin Moore, 30th is Laura Chung, then William Brock, John Andrews, Phil Parker, Daniel Gatrock, Dylan Abrahamian, Muhammad Abdullah, Poteet's struggling back there in 37th position. Alex Miller is going to be dead last finisher, unfortunately for him. He and Cat Batson both bad victims of that first lap crash, which was caused by the 26 car Brian Bomber, who had an ignition failure on that Quaker State board. That dropped him back to 38th position, while unfortunately Batson and Miller had to suffer the consequences position-wise and finish 39th and 40th there. So those two hoping for better luck next race on the tour at Watkins Glen for the Budweiser at the Glen, which is the 3rd and final road course race of the season. Best lap race of bar being set by James Henry in the 25 car at 192.39 miles an hour. but of course, 37 cars still running this race here so far here at the Brickyard 400, and all 37 of them on the lead lap, as we have now eight laps from the finish. Seth Cole closed up in the back of James Sykes for that number 1 spot, and 2 Pontiacs. 2nd and 3rd right now. That's Seth Cole in the 44 and Ryan George in the 30. This is the best run Ryan George has had in quite a while. One of the drivers out of Kev Shear Racing. And you know Ryan would like to take the Brickyard 400 trophy back to Pennsylvania, where he is from. But right there, but right behind Ryan George, it's got Florida, New York, and South Carolina behind them right there. Dylan Young out of the Sunshine State, Jesse Turner from the Empire State, and Jessica Shelton from South Carolina. I'm not sure what the name of that nickname of that state is, but that's the top 6 cars right now. Kyle Magnus is in 7th position. 8th is Joshua Osborne. Aaron Macklin, who was up there in the top 2 earlier on, is in 9th. Trent Dunham is in 10th. Roberto Crown Jr. 11th. 12th right now is Rob Evans. 13th is Keith Batson. Zach Rogers is now taking 14th away from Daniel Bouchard, and you got a massive cars back there. into turn number 1 that comes. This is one of the best battles on the track right now. Wes McCoy sneaks his way up in there. That's 16th he just took there. Cole Beaver 17th, and Paul Minnick trying to muscle his way back past Daniel Bouchard. They got up there. Bouchard's got Orman and Allison Rayner back there. Allison Rayner has dropped way back in that 7 car. Charles Sanford trying to charge his way back up through there in that 24 car, as he's trying to get trying to get past Bouchard to see where Charles is clocked this time by. He was 23rd last time by. And the Jeff Gordon colors being clocked in 19th position right now. Cement Oscon right now running in 20th. Allison Rain has dropped back all the way back to 25th in the running order right now. And well, Wes McCoy just about stubbed Zach Rogers into the wall. Rogers up the track. Here comes Deaver down the low side of the 3 car. This time by, it'll be 4 laps to go, by the way, here in the Brickyard here. But this is a good battle on the track we're watching right now. Charles Sanford in the 24 car trying to find his way around these 4 cars in front of him. Deaver's already broken away from this pack. And Cement Oscon, well, I thought it was going to stay with Charles Sanford, but here comes, now Paul Minnick moves low side. He'll get past Sanford for position, as now you see Rob Evans muscling his way past Keith Batson. And Roberto Crown Jr., give him a call. He's in 11th position in the Western Auto Chevrolet. But this is the battle for the win here at the Brickyard, as Seth Cole tries to find anyway around that number 90 car of James Sykes. Whoa! Seth squeezed right there behind him, and he and Turner touched through turns number 4. But Seth holds him off for the time being, but lap car ahead of the foreman Dylan Poteet. What are they going to do when they get behind him? And meantime, up the track goes Kyle Mendes. Here comes Ryan George going by, Jessica Shelton going by, Turner, Aaron Macklin behind it. Aaron Macklin's not out of this yet, out of the 87 car. Shelton trying to find her way around Ryan George down the 90 car or the 30 car. Can't get by him, but she holds off the 87 for the time being. But now they pull up behind. They're about to pull up behind Poteet here. What's going to happen when they get behind him? They go through turn number 4. Sykes, I think, is going to go to the low side, I believe. Yes, he is. Poteet goes high, says, there you have it, guys. Race for it. 2 laps to go. Here comes Seth Cole. Car number 44 down the low side. He comes to the inside of Sykes as they go through turn number 2. Shelton gets by Ryan George for the number 3 spot. She brings Aaron Macklin with her. Now can they catch the front 2 of the 90 and the 44 cars? It could be a long shot right there for those 2 unless they get a really good draft or a really good run. Off to number 4, it'll be the white flag. Can James Sykes get his first victory of the Castrol GTX Cup Series? It'll be his first ever win if he holds off Seth Cole. Seth Cole has not won in a long time. White flag, 1 lap remaining in the Brickyard 400. Here we go. Here comes Seth to the low side. In the turn number 1, he's going to take the lead from James Sykes. Here comes Shelton and Macklin. 4-car shootout right now down the backstretch with about a half a lap remaining. Seth eyes turn number 3. Here comes Sykes. He's got probably 1 shot left in his arsenal. Here they come down the north end of the track. Third turn number 4. Sykes comes to the inside of Seth. Here they come up the 4th turn. Is he going to make the move to the low side? Down the front stretch they come. He does not make a move, but Seth Cole holds him off. Seth Cole wins the Brickyard 400. What a battle that was. Those final 4 or 5 laps here at Indianapolis, and Seth Cole, the Hot Wheels Pontiac 1999 model, goes to victory lane here today. And I say for Seth, that is the ultimate prize, winning at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. James Sykes, I thought he had pretty much had that one won, I thought, because he had a strong car all day. But he does come in with a solid place, second place finish, though. Great race for him. Jessica Shelton fights her way up to third position. Fourth will go to Aaron Macklin, a solid day for the 87 team as well, too. And how about Ryan George, a fifth place finish for him in that number 30 team. Joshua Osborne comes home sixth. Dylan Young seventh. Eighth will go to Jesse Turner. Ninth to Kyle Matthews. And 10th position, I'm looking to see who did finish 10th in this race. I don't know who. There it is. 10th will go to Trent Dunham in this race here. So that's how they finish here at Indianapolis. But average speed 189.514. As 22 races are in the books. And we have got 12 races left to go in this road to the Castrol GTX Cup Series Championship. Rest of the order for you here. Roberto Crown Jr., a great day for him. He ends up finishing 11th. He almost caught Dunham in the last lap there. He almost caught him for 10th. But Roberto Crown Jr., a great 11th place finish for him. Keith Batson, 12th. 13th will go to Rob Evans. Cole Deaver with a solid day in 14th position. Deaver fought his way up to the field nicely. Weston McCoy with a solid 15th. 16th will go to Paul Minnick. Cement Oscom with a 17th place finish here today. 18th to Zach Winkle. 19th, Nathan Ormond. 20th will go to Mike Becker. Allison Rayner, who was up in the top 10 for much of this race here today, will end up 21st. Daniel Bouchard, 22nd. 23rd will go to James Henry. Then it's Zachary Fitzwater, 24th. Zach Rogers, 25th. 26th will go to Charles Samper. Not the points that those two needed as well, neither. Quentin Moore, 27th. 28th to Laura Chung. 29th, William Brock. 30th to Phil Parker. 31st will go to John Andrews. Then Matt McIntyre, 32nd. Daniel Gatrock, 33rd. 34th, Dylan Ibrahimian. Muhammad Abdullah, 34th. Dylan Poteet ends up finishing a lap down in 36th position. Unfortunately for him, Levi McIntyre had a valve failure on this number 99 X-Iberis Ford. That cost him a top 10. And he ends up, unfortunately, out of the racer. So that's quite a blow for McIntyre. Ryan Brommer, Cat Batson, and Alex Miller caused the crash of the day. We're actually going to go look back at that crash, too. Let's actually look back on that and see what happened way back on the very first lap of the race. It involved the 26 car of Ryan Brommer. And so here's a look back at what happened here. This is way back in the very first lap of this race here. As we okay, there's the start right there. Yeah, he did not get going at all on the start here. He had apparently obviously some sort of a mechanical failure that caused everybody in the back right there to just be held up and never recover. Poteet slams right in the back of him. It's right into Cat Batson and Alex Miller. There's Poteet, gets right into Batson's car. She gets right into Alex Miller. And then right into Dylan Ibrahimian's car, or I should say Muhammad Abdullah's car, I should say. That sent Cat spinning in that number 28 Texaco Haviland Ford. Muhammad does give Cat. Well, I thought he took Cat, turned Cat back forwards, but unfortunately that didn't. And Cat's car vibrating as she tries to get her car to start back up. But so that was the unfortunate situation that unfortunately caused this race to cause that crash right there. And unfortunately for the rest of the field, it did not cause the yellow flag to fly, and we ended up running this race under green the whole race. So that cost everybody who started up in the top 10. So that's strange situation right there. But taking nothing away from Seth Cole as he takes the victory here today in the Brickyard 400 here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got in our races, we got gaming videos, we got in our online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole, desires to have for his channel, be sure to check out the series from our race winner, Seth Cole, as he's the man who does the NNSCRA Duracell Cup Series, which is the main series on this very channel, the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. And if you want in on the next season of Seth's series, then please get with him, and he'll get you going. And also be sure to check out so subscribe to not only this series but also to this subscribe not only to this channel but also our other two channels that does NNSCRA offline series. Those channels being X8675398588X, that's Dylan Young's channel. He's the guy who does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series, and also subscribe to Thrash Maniac 99, the man who does the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series. That's Levi McIntyre's channel. So be sure to check out those two channels, and of course also check out this channel as well too for some cool stuff. So that will do it here today at the Brickyard 400. Congratulations once again to Seth Cole, the winner of today's race. Here for now, this is James Cole. This is the production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 10 years of off-on racing at its best. We will see you on the final road course race of the season at Watkins Glen for the Budweiser at the Glen.